Hi Taurus, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your May 2026 messages, and it's going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, we are going to start out with your oracle message, and it is exchanging gifts. Exchanging gifts is card 27, which talks about essentially it's the give and take. It's putting in and getting something in return. It's the giving and receiving. So to me, what I'm getting with this is not just a time of like doing. Right now, so the full moon in Scorpio is on May 1st, and that talks about emotional release, hidden truths, and really shedding light on any subconscious patterns that you have right now. And I feel like with these subconscious patterns, there may be something in you where you do one of two things. One, you're constantly giving and never receiving, or constantly receiving and never giving. Wherever you are on the spectrum, no judgment. It's just where you are right now. And you are probably there for a reason. Something happened to kind of put you in that place. But when it comes to how we should operate, or how spirit wants you to operate, I should say, it should be more of a flow. So giving yourself opportunities, giving the other person the same opportunities. I do feel like in this reading particularly, it has to do with others connected to you, not just you, but it's more like it's affecting those around you with the decisions that you are making. Decisions is a big one coming up, which let's just get into the Kipper message. Thief and sudden wealth together are your Kipper messages. This symbolizes many or a lot of, and I feel like there's a lot of fears around something being taken away from you. And it could be money. It could be that you want to invest in something and you're looking at all this money that you stacked and you're like, but if I invest in this thing, I have to look now and see, close to zero, whatever close to zero looks like for you. And so you kind of have this fear of what you've built being taken away from you. It could be you wanting to walk away from a relationship that you've invested so much time, money, love into, and you not wanting to see that leave because of how far you've gotten. It could be, like I said, investing in a property or a car or a business endeavor, whatever that looks like for you. Like you've saved this money and now you can do something with it, but you don't want to do something with it because it's gonna feel like something or someone took that away from you. And so like there's this again, there's this like underlining fear that's coming up. But we have that full moon in Scorpio on the 1st, and we have that on the 1st, and then we have the Pluto going retrograde on May 6th, and that also has to do with deep transformation and exposing those buried fears that we have. And so you can decide by the end of the reading what you're going to do, but what I want to now get into is the tarot, because there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here. We have the Sun card, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the King of Cups. When the Queen of Swords makes a decision, she knows. Like, There's no like hesitation. There's no second guessing. She knows. It's an undoubted answer to the question. Like, if someone asked you 2 plus 2, you're like 4. You know, if someone asked you, you know, what color are the leaves on the trees, you're like green, right? Like, again, very simple answers just to kind of get you to where I'm going with this. Like, there's an absolute certainty that comes with the Queen of Swords. The Sun card was the first one to come out. And so the Sun card, it says, you are now, something that was in the dark is being illuminated right now. It's like going into what I'm getting is like a cellar or a dark basement where it's like totally dark, like you're hitting the switch and it's not coming on. But then you hit the button for a flashlight and it just illuminates everything down there. And there's, at that point, you can see everything is just out on the open and exposed, and you have to make a decision. You're being asked to make this decision not from an emotional standpoint. Everything is logic. Everything is like making the most sense. So we talked about something, making that decision and you feeling like there's something being taken away from you. But logically, is it? Like, think about what it is that, if we are talking about money, you stack this money, and what did you put it to the side for? You know, what are you waiting to make this investment for? Right? So logically, it makes sense. You save the money, you have the money, you put it down, you do it, you just do it. No emotional attachment. And that could be wounds from way back when, where there was a time period and a point in your life where you knew what that felt like. You knew the feeling of of being without, those humble beginnings that often get us to where we are in present day. So try to take and remove emotions from this. I will say it looks like you're frozen in May because you're so like guarded when it comes to making this decision. You're like, absolutely not. Like, I can't right now. Like, it just doesn't quite make sense. But if we're going back to exchanging gifts, it's the universe's way of saying, if you decide to be brave and take this step, then I'm in turn going to do something for you. But it's easy as it sounds. I'm getting that it feels very difficult for you. And I will say, devil's advocate here, take the time you need, because if you're making a decision that's not supposed to be emotional, well, I want to say too, don't make the decision out of emotions, meaning if someone like, let's just say someone like really makes you mad, or they take you out of character, and you say something out of spite because of that emotional high that you're on, that would also be not a good decision, because it comes with remorse and it comes with regret, because that Scorpio full moon is going to expose a lot of things that are hidden. Now I get why the analogy of the basement came up, because there was this dark thing and now it's being illuminated. And I think that's the thing that's making you emotional. But this is a very deep, transformative time in May. So I would just say take it as it comes to you with as much grace as possible, and move forward. What can we say? What can we do? Back to number 27, talking about completion. 2 plus 7 is 9. Coming to the apex of the situation. It's time is what I just got. And your angel message, if you believe. And your oracle message is tornado, pessimistic, worried. It's rainwater. I see this worry. Yeah, there's definitely a fear and a worry coming up for you, but those are also emotions. So be careful with the decisions that you're making in these states. Okay. Careful what you're investing in general. I just got um, investing your time, money, and energy into. Okay. Take care of yourself, Taurus. Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages. If you want to book a personal reading, the information is down below, and I'll see you next time.